final on Sunday are Olesia Petrova, Russia. Valentina Napolita, Moldova. Hye-Young Lee, South Korea. Mita Raval, England. And Andrei Bondarenko, Ukraine.
So Mary King, any surprises there for you?
Well, I'm surprised but delighted, especially with Hye-Young Lee.
Don't miss the final of the Song Prize tomorrow night here on BBC4. When Mary will be back with me, we'll be joined by Sir Thomas Allen as well. It should be a great night. We'll leave you with a reprise of Hye-Young Lee, winner of this fourth and final preliminary round of Cardiff Singer of the World 2011. About the Gershwin, because I guess that was a song originally written for a singing actor rather than a classically trained voice.
Yes, although there's a fine tradition of people crossing over in both directions. More commonly, Gershwin sung at the end of programmes as a I don't know, a little sorbet at the end of a meal or something, or a mint delight. And I think some people do it better than others. I think she did pretty well with that. And as Tom says, it's just that this feeling that she was singing in her own language was suddenly very, very much more present than she is some of the rest of the time. Although I'm not sure you should try and ornament Gershwin.
Well, it's our judges here who determine the name of the winner of the 2011 Song Prize here in Cardiff. We've heard plenty of opera this week, but song makes very different demands on our competitors.
A certain kind of depth of feeling can come through in a song singer that perhaps that person can't do in opera.
For the audience, it's a wonderful experience to get to know the person singing and what he or she has to express.
The venues are more intimate. Your relationship with the public is more intimate because they're usually much closer.
You see the audience and you can actually feed from the energy from the audience a lot more.
It is that very intimacy which makes it such an intense experience.
So singing next for that formidable gang, let's meet our second singer.
Moira Flavin from Dublin trained at the Guildhall School of Music and Drama and is now studying at the National Opera Studio in London. In her preliminary round, Moira chose to end her recital with an unaccompanied Irish song. She was an obvious hit with the audience, but she thought she'd missed out on a place in the Song Prize final.
When I was sitting in the audience waiting for the adjudication, I wasn't even kind of sitting there going, will I get through? I had actually miscounted and thought that when they announced Andriy from Ukraine, that was 5.
And from Ireland, Moira Flavin.
And then they said my name, cheer from the crowd. I was completely overawed. I couldn't believe it.
Looking good on stage is important for all singers, and getting designer outfits can cost a fortune, but not for Moira.
I was actually really lucky with my 2 frocks that are now going to be seen in the Song Prize. I got them in a charity shop in Dublin. So my black one that I wore in the first round was only €60, and the one for the final was only €40. And I got to support a children's charity at the same time, so it's great.
Simon Lepper plays for Moira Flavin. Robert Schumann may be better known, but his wife Clara was a fine songwriter herself. This is her setting of a poem by Heine.
Ich weiß nicht, was soll es bedeuten, dass ich so traurig bin. Ein Märchen aus alten Zeiten, das kommt mir nicht aus dem Sinn. Die Luft ist kühl und es tut Seide blitzet, sie kämmt ihr goldnes Haar, sie kämmt es mit goldnem Kamme und singt ein Lied dabei. Das hat eine wundersame, gewaltige Melodie. Den Schiffer im kleinen Schiffer ergreift es mit wildem Weh. Schaut nicht die Felsenriffe, schaut nur hinauf in die Höhe. Ich glaube, die Wellen verschlingen am Ende Schiffer und Kahn. Und das hat mit ihrem Singen die Lorelei getan. Und das hat mit ihrem Singen die Lorelei getan.
Next to the music of the Parisian Henri Duparc and his chanson triste, Sad Song.
Pour
We're going to hear the tale of an English mouse next, who, despite visiting France, never loses the taste for English cheese, a song by Manuel Rosenthal.
C'était une souris qui venait d'Angleterre. Yes, madame, yes, my dear. Elle s'était embarquée au port de Manchester, sans même savoir où s'en allait le navire. No, madame, no, my dear. Elle avait la dent longue comme une vieille anglaise, s'enroulait dans un plaid à la mode écossaise, et portait une coiffe en dentelle irlandaise. Dans le port de Calais, elle m'épiait à terre. Yes, madame, yes, my dear. Elle s'en fout bien vite à l'hôtel d'Angleterre et grimpe à l'escalier tout droit sans rien leur dire. No, madame, no, my dear. Le grenier de l'hôtel lui fut un vrai palace. La souris britannique avait la toux sur place. Du whisky, du bacon, du gin, de l'ananas. Chaque soir notre miss faisait la riboulingue. Yes, madame, yes, my dear. C'était toute la nuit des gigues et des bastringues. Les bourgeois de Calais ne pouvaient plus dormir. No, madame, no, my dear. On va leur remplacer la part des souricières, le Suisse par le Hollande, le Brie par le Gruyère. Rien n'est fait lorsqu'un soir on a mis du Chastain. C'était une souris qui venait d'Angleterre. Yes, madame. Yes, my dear.
Well, after that song of a very English mouse, Moira takes us to her homeland, unaccompanied song by Philip Martin, setting of a poem by Yeats.
I will arise and go now, and go to Innisfree, and a small cabin build there, of clay and wattles made. 9 bean rows will I have there, a hive for the honey bee, and live alone in the bee-loud glade, in the bee-loud glade. And I will have purple glow, and evening full of linnet wings, full of linnet wings. I will arise and go now, for always night and day I hear water lapping with low sounds by the shore, while I stand by the roadway or on the pavement's grey. I hear it in the deep heart's core, in the deep heart's core.
The Lake Isle of Innisfree by Philip Martin, sung by Irish mezzo-soprano Moira Flavin. Very experienced song performer, taken part in Songmakers Almanac Masterclasses run by the distinguished pianist and man of song Graham Johnson. Well, let's get an immediate response from Mary King. She's a lovely singer, isn't she?
She's absolutely a class act, and she loves language. And I think that's the clearest thing. Not only does she have a great voice, of which she does, but she is serving the words the whole time, I think.
How does that come out, apart from the directness of the text?
I think it's just imaginative ways with vocal colour. You know, she never strays into an area that you might call bad taste, but still she's really, really imaginative. It's always being directed by both the text and the composer's setting of the text. So it's a subtle thing, you know.
We'll find out Tom's thoughts in just a second, but let's go backstage because Josie's there with Moira.
Moira, wonderful choice to sing unaccompanied, but how did that feel?
Yeah, it was quite special actually to finish off the competition for me with an Irish song. So yeah, quite moving actually.
And how are you feeling with yourself? Do you feel like you could win this?
Oh, I don't know. I try not to think in that way, I don't think. I enjoyed it. I felt a little bit croaky, but those things happen. So no, I definitely enjoyed it, and every time I sing with Simon is a joy, so it's been wonderful.
You did very well. Congratulations,
Thank
Moira.
you.
Josie, thanks very much indeed. Thomas, what were your thoughts on Moira?
Well, the Irish have charms to soothe us, don't they, really? And she's the epitome of that. It's a lovely presentation. There's a wonderful warmth, natural warmth and quality to the voice in the way that she presents things. I'd love her to be a little more daring, perhaps, and just explore a few more colours occasionally. I don't know, the voice will develop.
The Song Prize is often awarded to the most accomplished musicians. You need to really communicate the subtleties of musical style and be resourceful with vocal colour rather than merely showing off a wonderful instrument. It rewards imagination and programming flair.
Thank you, Mary. Just a reminder that there's still time for you to vote in the Dame Joan Sutherland Audience Prize, a chance for you to select your favourite singer from the preliminary rounds. All the details and the numbers to call are at the website, where you can also see an aria from each of our singers and watch any rounds that you've missed. We're on Twitter as well, and there is a lively debate underway right now on our Facebook page. Do sign up. So on to our penultimate performer in this Song Prize final.
Valentina Nafonitsa is from Moldova, but is now based in Bucharest, Romania, where she won the National Orange Prize for Young Musicians in 2009. She's the second singer through to both the song and main prize finals.
To sing leader, it's different than to sing arias, because you don't have to play another characters. You can be yourself. It's more simple, I think. You can play with sounds, with words, you know. It's more relaxing, I think. But it's hard.
Valentina has put together a varied programme to impress the jury.
They are very different, different character, different tempo, different languages in Russian, French, German. There are so many songs that I like it very much, and I am happy that I have this opportunity to sing.
Valentina Nefornitsa, Moldovan soprano based in Bucharest. Simon Lepper is her pianist. The lilacs and the roses have gone, the wind has changed direction, spring is over. A song by Chausson.
Et